Oh, I hope we're not live.
We are. I just went live.
Yay.
So that was your announcement to the world, Potato. I just went live. I have to mute myself.
Under the sea.
Or should I?
I placed that downward.
Okay, so Darya missed last week. So last week, not a lot of actual events happened, but they were back at the inn, and Alandry woke up kind of early in the morning, like he usually does, and ended up talking with a human bard that was in there for a bit, and then everyone kind of slowly came out and interacted with them over the course of time. You specifically weren't really all that engaging, partially because you weren't here, but also you did not sleep well the night before. You have one level of exhaustion. Every time you fall asleep, you start having kind of the same reoccurring nightmare. It is
sounds like real life.
Blisteringly cold. All of the animals are dying or like not dying, but like dropping dead or fleeing. And there's darkness, black darkness. And you just kind of keep having those kind of reoccurring images in your dreams, and it's really causing you to not be able to sleep. Other than that, I mean, just kind of personal stuff happened. Gawain had a conversation with the bard outside of the inn. Alandry had a conversation with another elf, Noah, for a bit. But other than that, not a whole lot transpired. So we can pick up, and I don't have a strict order because I forget the order, especially with people missing the last couple weeks. So we'll just start with Darya and kind of go from there. Your character's kind of thoughts and places in the world and whatnot.
Can we start with somebody else first? Well, she's not a big fan of the bad dreams, and she wants to figure out why she's having them. Yeah, so is there somebody in the town that can interpret dreams? Maybe she can hunt them down.
You can certainly find out.
Yeah, so that's going to be her goal, is to hunt somebody down that can interpret her dreams and maybe help her to stop having them. Maybe if she figures out why she's having them.
Okay. Alandry?
Sorry about that. I was just okay. So I'm playing a sea elf, and he just found out that he has some magic on him besides being a fighter. So he found out he's an eldritch knight, and he's both excited about it. If you can picture Alander being excited, and it'd be scary because everything is new for him, because he has trained to be a fighter all his life, and suddenly he has these cool but unexpected unexpected powers. And that's and we'll see where that will lead him. And of course, he tends to be always on the guard, always suspicious of other people. And he just found another suspicious character in town that he's also will try to keep an eye on him. So yeah, that's also see where that will lead our party and him specifically.
Just because he knows Gawain.
Mm-hmm. Well, he also had some insight on the guy, that the guy was not being 100% honest.
Specifically, he asked
And it's
about humans, and I said I know some humans, and he's
okay. We'll get into that. I was just sorry. CHOWDAH.
I am both excited and unhappy at the same time about the fact that we are going to be going back to my home, considering the last time I was there, I was escaping the destruction. So I know that it'll be emotional, but at least as compared to when I left, I now have some friends to go back there with. So that should be interesting. I'm a little worried about my brain is not working. Darius. I was mixing Alandry and Darya's names in my head. So there's like Alandria. I'm a little worried about her dreams because that's considering everything that's going on. That seems kind of weird. But we'll figure it out. So I'm excited to go adventuring.
And Gawain.
Yeah, I am very excited because, well, mainly because I got to meet someone that I haven't seen in a while, and things got interesting with her dreams and stuff. Everything is very interesting, and I'm very excited to find out more.
Okay, so we will pick up basically where we dropped off. You guys are all kind of sitting at the inn, kind of waiting around, largely because you're the payment was supposed to get shipped here, and you just haven't been paid yet. So
I'm trying to remember what we did last. I think we were just chatting, right?
Yep. Almost everything that happened last game was just kind of...
I was so tired last week. So I don't really remember.
No, actually, I do.
We're working on your tone. We're working on your tone, Alandry. You're making progress.
Yes, but we were working on both of my tone and both of my spells. And those were the last scenes, I believe. And I can do. I like that shit stuff. Yeah, and yeah, but then I'm gonna try to be a bit more quiet right now, and to have more inner thoughts, and to pick my trident and see if I can do stat about it, analyzing and trying to mentalize my trident and so on, and kerosene. No, I'm sorry, I'm just joking. And yeah, well, and that's because I also have to do another stuff that I'm probably not gonna RP that, but I've also learned as with this new subclass, I've learned a nifty trick that I can summon a weapon on my hand if that weapon is in the same plane that I am. So I can do this nifty trick that I can throw my trident and run to the enemy, and then resummon my trident and attack it again at the other turn, and so on. So and that would mean that I have to establish a relationship with this weapon. So yeah, it's basically what I've spent in this last hour or so.
Okay. Well, that actually requires a specific ritual, but you can be kind of internalizing that and trying to figure that out and plan. Trying that probably. You probably heard about it, and you're kind of spending time remembering the process of it, so you can try and attempt that. Okay. So what else is everyone else doing? Well, he's kind of off in the corner, kind of keeping to himself, almost meditating.
Wait, is this?
Oh, he's not trancing, right?
No.
Okay.
No, but I sort of like this.
How long after I came back is this?
What do you mean? That's not that long after.
Okay, so I just came back, I think.
Recently. I mean, you weren't gone that much longer than Alandry was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go into town to find somebody to help me interpret my dreams.
Okay.
Are you going by yourself?
Anyone specifically, or?
I don't know. I'm gonna go. I guess I'll go. I don't know. What was the name of the lady the person that we talked to that, I don't know if it was lady or man, that we talked to that, identified the object for us?
Lana's Arcana.
Yeah, Lana's Arcana.
Yeah, Lana's Arcana. I'm gonna go
that's
there.
not her name. Her name is Lana.
Right. I'm gonna start there.
I can go with
Okay.
her. If Landry, you want to stay here in case payment shows up? And I can go with her.
Yes.
Because you were asking. So.
Yeah, when you mention payment, I'm gonna just
we can't
be like,
trust him
oh
to
yeah.
stay here. We can't trust him to share any of it with us. So
I can say. Don't worry. I can.
you're doing some contemplating. So you sit.
I'm gonna definitely.
I can do both. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I'm definitely gonna wait for the payment.
Then I will travel along with DARYA.
Okay. You'll make your way, not really that far, but downtown a bit, over the bridge and kind of in through the tunnels, and find her little shop. You kind of go in. There's a couple of people kind of perusing through, but and she'll eventually kind of swim over. How can I help you?
Okay. I do you know anyone that interprets dreams? Do you interpret dreams, or do you know of anybody that does?
You mean like magical dreams, or?
I don't know. I just keep having these dreams, and I'm trying to figure them out. And I was wondering if I could find somebody in town that interprets dreams.
I don't know. That's not really my field. I kind of have kind of a generalized focus because I'm obviously I run a store business. You maybe talk to some of the official wizards under the crown.
Okay.
Or maybe one of the temples.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. Yeah. I will go to the temple we were at the other day. Thank you.
No, if there's anything else, do you need anything else?
No, not that I can think of, but if I do, I'll let you know.
Okay. The hell are you laughing at?
I was just reading because I got the player's handbook and I can put the pirate background on my character. No matter where you go, people are afraid of you due to your reputation. When you can get away with minor criminal offenses. I'm like, yes, please.
Okay.
Okay.
No one's going to report you to the authorities. I'm like, yes, please.
That's not important to the scene. So you're gonna kind of, were you doing anything in there while you were in there, or you were just kind of escorting her?
I was just kind of escorting her.
Okay. So, I mean, there's two bigger temples. There's 3 bigger temples. But you're going to go to the Poseidon. That's kind of the centralized religion. But you can go in there.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's the big domed thing right behind Noah's. You can kind of go over that way. You can make your way inside.
All right. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
So you'll walk into a large open room, the large trident kind of center in the back, and you'll probably walk in and look a bit lost, and somebody will kind of walk over to you. Can I help you?
We were looking for maybe some of your wizards or somebody that might be able to help me interpret a dream.
Okay. You're in the wrong place for wizards, but we might be able to help.
Sorcerers, or I don't know.
Priests?
Priests, yeah, that's a good one.
She's obviously very tired.
Fair enough. What kind
I don't even have to act for that.
Your role playing is on point tonight.
So what kind of dreams are you having?
Like really cryptic dreams about animals dying, and I already forgot what you said, but
A lot of animals, not even just like dying, but like dropping dead. And it's very cold and very dark.
So basically, like our home becoming desolate and animals dropping dead, and just very cryptic sort of dreams. I'd like to figure out if they're just dreams from bad clams or if they're like somehow prophetic.
How often have you had the dreams?
Oh, it's just been in the last few days.
Ooh.
Maybe. Yeah, last few days or so.
Okay.
But it's keeping me up, and as you can tell, my brain's not fully functioning. So.
Well, those are dark messages. It could just be bad clams. I think it's important not to ignore your dreams, but it could just be your mind wandering. Have you been through any traumatic events lately?
I mean, not really. Not more traumatic than normal events in my life.
Is your life normally traumatic?
I mean, I'm an adventurer. I travel a lot. I'm a ranger, you know? I travel a lot. I get into a lot of interesting situations, so shall we call them?
Well, I can give you some herbs to take to help you sleep. I don't know what to tell you immediately. I can try and ponder this myself and think on it.
Okay. Are you a priest?
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like a priest. He's a Triton.
Okay.
I'm a priest.
Probably a little deceptive because he looks very fit. He probably almost looks like a fighter because Poseidon is a war god, but he does kind of come off as a cleric.
Okay.
You just write your prescription. No. So why don't I try and give you some herbs to help sleep, and you can try and take some of those, and then I'll do some research, some thinking. I'll talk with some other people and see if there's anything to it, and if you have these dreams again, definitely come back.
Okay. I will.
Where do you live?
I'm staying at the inn at the moment.
How unfortunate.
Well, when I went off to start adventuring, my family home was sold. So,
Okay. Well, he'll wait here for a moment, and I'll go get something for you, and he'll walk off and come back probably like 5-10 minutes later. And it'll just be like kind of a pouch. He'll be like, it tastes horrible, but just chew on some of this. Almost like when you want to try and rest, just like lay down and try and chew on this, and don't worry about like chew on it until you fall asleep.
Okay.
And he'll give you a small pouch of NyQuil. No.
Valerian.
Hopefully your dreams get better.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
Okay. You gonna leave at that point, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Chowder
Go back.
just going with him. Okay. So probably between going back and forth and talking with a couple people, probably about an hour later, a little less than an hour, the two of them will come back. You'll probably see Alandry trying to meditate, and Potato probably every so often throwing a pebble at him and ducking behind a chair or something. But you'll walk in, and you guys will walk back into the inn, or swim back into the inn, and you guys will see them come back in.
How'd it go?
How did it go?
I spoke to a priest at the Temple of Poseidon, and he is going to think about it with me and try to help me figure it out. In the meantime, he gave me some herbs to help me sleep.
That's good. Because I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry if this will sound rude. Then I look at CHOWDAH. But you looked really awful when you woke up. I'm sorry to say this, but that will definitely be related to your bad dream.
Well, waking up
I'm
is why
sorry.
I actually had to go to sleep. But thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm trying to improve. I need to know. I'm trying to improve my social skills, but
Your tone was fine. It was just what you said that was shit.
oh, but I just spoke the truth.
Yeah, you gotta word it. Be like, you don't look like you got a whole lot of sleep. That's it's kind of vague. You're like, yeah, you look terrible. That's
like, girl, you need to get some sleep because you look.
That's like
so
saying
up.
your martial skills could you could get better. You keep practicing, keep improving. Versus, wow, you were just fucking garbage with that trident, bro. Two different things.
Yeah.
But your tone was great, so work in progress.
That example really hit home, so I can see your point.
It's like I did that on purpose.
Okay. Well, enough now. actually wrote this like kind of bond in my on my uh, uh, in my sheet, my character sheet, that I suffer awful visions of a coming disaster and I will do anything to prevent it. So if at some point you want to, I'm not sure exactly what you're planning with her arc, let's say, but at some point you need some more info about it. You can also you can also check my bond. I don't know.
Okay.
I sort of like might not care about that bond since I left my hometown. So if at some point you feel that you need to use that, feel free to.
All right. So you guys were just kind of hanging out here for the rest of the day, waiting for the payment.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So the rest of the day will come and go. You'll kind of spend a lot of the day meditating, to the point where you're not sure whether you're going to be able to do it or not. But yeah, especially coming from your martial side, there's no better way to figure out whether you can do it than to just try it. So, kind of as the day kind of comes to a close, you'll probably go off into your room by yourself where you can do it for an hour or whatever and be undisturbed. And just for cosmetic reasons, it won't ever play up again. It's going to take you a little bit longer because, you're nervous, you kind of mistime stuff. So it's going to take you closer to 2 hours to actually complete the ritual the first time. But after that 2 hours, you'll complete it. You'll sit there with your weapon right beside you, and go through kind of the processes and the magic incantations and stuff. And at the end, you'll reach up and grab it, and you'll feel that magical connection to it.
Good. I have a sort of magical trident.
It's bonded to you, so you can call it back.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Then I'll probably go to sleep then.
Okay. I'm assuming everyone else kind of goes off to bed. You're taking the sleep aid. Okay. You'll lay down and kind of get ready to bed, and at this point you're exhausted. And just kind of lay down and take it out. It does taste gross, but you'll chew it for a minute, and it doesn't taste any better, but the strength of it kind of diminishes, and before long you just kind of completely are conked out and asleep. In the middle of the night, everybody except for DARYA is going to be awoken kind of late into the evening, almost early morning, by kind of a loud, like, rumbling boom, like really low tone rumbling boom, and kind of everything shaking. Like very little noise, but you hear like a and like everything kind of shakes, and it all wakes everybody up.
Ooh, that was interesting. I'm gonna go and see what happened.
Okay.
I'll call, yeah, it's a bit disturbing, but yeah.
So a bunch of you come out. The three of you, probably MIJA, Gull's out there, and Sam's not. You don't see Sam. You haven't seen him since you talked to him. And nothing seems any different out in the common area.
You guys hear that?
Yeah. Are we all sensing this?
Yeah, I heard some
rumbling.
Yeah.
At least some rumbling. I didn't think we have. Would earthquake be a word that I could use seeds underwater.
Yeah, earthquake, earthshake.
Yeah. Earthquake. Well, anyway, I mean, something was amiss, that for sure. Can I, before I step out, can I try to have more information with a perception check?
Okay.
See if I
Yeah,
can hear or sense some more information about it before, if it is like a huge dinosaur outside, then I'd prefer to be inside,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. You don't hear anything crazy. You do hear some noise outside. It's too faint to really know what it is. It sounds like almost like kind of people talking that you can kind of hear through the thin in walls. But you can't make out anything that they're saying. But it's unusual that to kind of hear people anyways, because at night the city kind of, like a human city, kind of turns down.
I
gotta go outside.
I perceive all the things.
We should probably go check it out. I assume that since she's not awake, that root or whatever that she got probably is working. Maybe MIJA and Gull could stay here. I don't know what it is. It could be, maybe it's an attack. Maybe it's a monster. I don't know, but I don't want her to not be able to defend herself if something comes and attacks the inn. And out of character, it makes sense because one of those is an NPC and the other one is a player who's not here.
I'm just for story and stuff. They're there.
No, I know.
So okay, they can go and check in on her and make sure she's okay and stay with her.
Especially
I'm gonna
be like. All right.
Well, since now I know that it's not that dangerous to be outside, at least outside the inn, and I'm gonna go outside along with CHOWDAH, and
you'll
probably
walk outside, and almost instantly you'll see a bunch of people, kind of probably like 15-20 people along the stretch of this building, because it's a big elongated building, kind of staring the same direction you're looking. So you're looking kind of at the back of their head. And in the distance a bit, you can see a massive blue whale has fallen and kind of smashed into the side of the zoo that's directly kind of across, set back and directly across. Kind of smashed on there and cracked a bit of the side of that, and then came down kind of wedged in between that and kind of a row of buildings that are directly across the street for you.
Just definitely unusual. And even more so because it sort of kind of relates to the dreams that she was having.
Either way, we should go. Somebody might need help, especially if the buildings are. There could be people in the buildings and trapped.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna swim. I'm gonna swim.
Start running that way.
I'm gonna swim closer and see if anyone is in danger or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Roll investigate. I guess this is better.
18.
It's not a terrible roll considering.
Okay. You'll kind of go across, and it's not immediately across, but there's enough space that, like, because right across there's 3 buildings. One large building, kind of a medium building, and then like in the center a little bit set back another building. And the edge of that middle building looks smashed. And you'll probably go over there and probably each take a building, honestly, because it's resting right up against the side of the other 2 buildings and half smash that first building, and try and look under, but you don't find anything.
Hopefully they all got out before this stuff happened,
Maybe.
or
Maybe they
Good.
weren't in this area.
What building specifically fell over on what building?
And you can see, not a lot, but a couple. You can see a couple of like the exotic animals that the zoo had, kind of escaping, kind of from the large like kraken smashed inside of the zoo that it landed on.
Kraken? What?
Cracked. Sorry. This is. I don't have a good map because I'm not very good at the map, but this is the zoo, and this elongated building is the one you're in. And this is the ones across the street. The blue whale like landed like on the building and then kind of slid here, so it's like here.
Okay, I was about to say we're not fighting a kraken.
No, it's a large blue whale that died and sunk and smashed into the bottom of into the city.
Oh, I feel bad for the animal.
Are there any
do you?
You're gonna get there before the guards do, but you're gonna see a couple of the nephrotic guards kind of.
Yeah. Hey, CHOWDAH, I'm gonna try to find out how this whale died, but I might not be very good at it. Are you any better? Perhaps?
I'm not good with animals.
You're not good at animals, of course.
I can. My animal handling is 4.
Well, it's dead, so you don't really have to handle it. I
No,
think it's probably more
I don't.
medicine.
Yeah, it's more
Medicine? I'm very good at medicine.
medicine or nature.
You guys go check.
Either one is.
Try to check it out, and I will see if the guards need
Darn
any
it.
help doing anything.
I rolled really low, but it's my modifier's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not very much better either.
You guys will swim over for a bit. Probably kind of, and it's a long animal. But you do kind of a quick swim around and look for obvious wounds more than anything. But there's nothing. There's no obvious, like, I mean, there's like scars and stuff that have healed up because it's an older whale that has, it's fought other stuff and whatever. It's got like scars from like squid attacks and bite marks here or there, but all of those are healed up. There's nothing new and obvious for why it dropped dead. The nephrotic guards are going to kind of come over, and mostly they're going to push away the kind of the civilian people that are looking. They're going to kind of yell at you to kind of step away a bit.
All right,
Well,
I'm going.
They're not
I'm going.
aggressively. They're going to ask you to step away, and then they're probably going to ask you like what happened.
But I'm still saying I'm going. Then I just back up a little, to the point where they say that we should be, but I still keep my ears open, as we say last time.
We got here, we checked, we didn't see anybody in under any of the debris in the building, and they went up to check out maybe what happened with the whale, and so that's really all that.
Did you see what happened?
No, we were sleeping when the quake happened, or the rumble.
Okay. Well, thanks. We're gonna look around. I think you guys should, for the best of everyone. I mean, they're telling it to everybody, but probably head back to your homes or wherever you came from, so we don't have to worry about people nosing around while they look around and kind of thing. And most of the crowd will disperse. There'll be a couple of people who kind of sit there. Gawain's probably one of them who doesn't care. Is just curious and he'll stand there watching and being nosy.
Okay. What did you guys see?
Nothing really. Nothing really that was evidence of the cause of the death. No.
Yep. Nothing.
I mean, it could have died of old age, I guess.
I wouldn't really be able to tell because I'm not that familiar with ales. I'm not into like small animals. I mean, not inter, but I'm a knowledge of small animals, not really those big ones. And but I just found a bit ominous that it relates to the dreams that Daria was having. At least from what
Could be. It is kind of weird. Part of me, like, you saying that, like, there's nothing wrong, and it almost appears if it's just drop dead.
Yeah, it almost appears.
Like, my monk senses are tingling, and part of me is worried that there is something inside, because that is a big vessel.
Do you want to go inside the cult?
I'm down with going. I mean, I'm sure that the guards wouldn't be okay with it, but
no. I don't think they would be okay. But do you? I mean,
part of that's where my brain is, or whatever.
Ooh.
My nervous system is going. Because
Am I still zonked out?
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down for this. This plan seems legit to me. No?
Yeah.
What?
That's. I don't know. Would that?
We're breaking into some place. That's all I got. And I'm like, yes, please.
You're not breaking into some place. You're breaking into something.
Okay.
In an animal that just died. Do you know how I don't know how disgusting that is?
Well, it just died. It's not like it's been dead a while. Plus, we eat things like that.
Yes, but it's so disgusting. Anyway, well,
it's kind of unfortunate that the person who's really good with nature and animals is zonked the fuck out.
There's a reason the person who's really good with nature and animals is the one who is having the dreams, though.
I know.
Yeah.
I say we just wait here. Maybe. I mean, how much?
I'm gonna go back to the inn and wait for Daria to wake up.
Not much. You didn't you didn't even finish your trance, Alandry.
Oh, I haven't finished my.
Oh
no,
I'm definitely going to sleep.
Like middle of the night, like for just kind of throwing out time, like 12, 1 o'clock. Like it's.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wouldn't be able to help at this point of time anyway with breaking into a dead whale.
Well, no, it's mine was more or less. Maybe wait around for like another half hour, see if something happens, and then go back.
Yeah, but I'm feeling really tired. Perhaps I should.
I mean, I'm tired too, but.
Gawain's already back at the inn.
Yeah, of course he is.
Okay, so he's gonna go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could sleep in, or you could trance in, or whatever the hell it is that you.
Well, we just that many with that many people here around me. You expect me to have my trance here? Well, I could try, of course, but
no. I mean, well, you can go back into your trance once we get back. I'm saying we stay here for a little bit.
Okay.
See if something happens. Maybe observe some stuff. If nothing happens, we just go back. We go back to sleep, as it were.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
And at least then, if nothing even happens, then we were here and we.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay. You guys are going to kind of hang out for a little while, and the only thing that's really going to happen is a lot more of the Nephros Guard are going to show up. They're going to start kind of quarantining off the area a little bit while they look around and investigate. That's about as... We'll stay up for another half an hour, however long you wanted to stay.
And I suppose I don't hear anything about what they think or what they're saying that happening. They also
you'll hear light talking, like, but nothing like they have no idea. Like they'll get to the same point that you guys are at. Like they'll kind of look around and be like, "There's nothing. It doesn't look like it fought anything. Maybe it's just old. Who knows? There's nothing obvious." Kind of thing. But you'll hear kind of rumbling from them, and the people in the back, the couple of people that kind of hung out to watch as well, will start kind of throwing around things like, this is a bad omen, or this is a conspiracy, the government did it, or whatever other random nonsense kind of they happen to come up with.
Hashtag Illuminati confirmed.
And by chance, I also don't see among this crowd a human, a particular human.
No, you don't see him.
Okay. Okay. Then I think we.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I actually don't think we can be much help at this time. Perhaps when Darya
Maybe. We did
wakes up, she'll have some dream about it, and then we can piece things together. So look, perhaps we should go back to the inn so I can finally finish my trance as it were.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, you guys go back and go into your trance and sleep. Darya, you are going to have another dream, and because you're kind of awake and you don't wake out of it, it's going to be a bit extended. So it's going to be black. You're not going to be able to see very much. It's going to be incredibly cold. And then you're going to kind of see like swarms of animals, like fish and seahorses and squids and stuff kind of going. And then you're just going to kind of look behind you, and a lot of them are dropping dead. Your little squid is going to like kind of pop out of your pocket and drop dead and kind of fall to the ground. And kind of coming from the direction that they're fleeing, kind of out of the darkness, you're going to see, I mean, it doesn't actually look that big, but dreams kind of have this way of giving you an impression. It's going to feel like it's bigger than the planet. Like that's kind of the presence it's giving off. This large squid-like creature with like tentacles coming ahead of it. Instead of having the beak, it's going to have basically this open hole where there's just going to be rows and rows and rows of teeth. And the whole creature looks undead. Like it's like desiccated flesh and pieces of it missing. And it has this presence of undeath. And that's where you'll wake up. But because you actually slept, you'll wake up kind of with those feelings, but you'll wake up with those feelings kind of feeling refreshed and like $1 million kind of thing. And you'll kind of get up and kind of reflect on them and think while you're kind of stretching out, and you'll see that bag of stuff you had open and kind of sitting on the floor, and in the corner over by the door is Gull lying unconscious. You're muted.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is grab my squid. I'm going to name him Calamari and hug him.
Okay.
And then I'll see Gull and like rush over to him, and I don't know. I guess I'm not going to feel for a pulse, or I'm going to try to wake him.
A medicine check. If you wanted to, well, if you don't want to check for pulse, then you don't have to. But if you want to check, kind of see if he's alive, kind of thing, it's a medicine check. It's your call if you want to or not. You'll be able to tell he's alive. Like you can see.
Yeah, I got 18.
His like gills moving or whatnot, like functions of being alive. But he got into the pouch of stuff that you had.
Oh, he got it, and so I'll check my pouch and see if is it empty now?
No, but he did get into it.
Okay. So I will pick him up and put him, I guess, in my bed.
Okay. And you'll pick him up, and he's not that big, but he's out. Like there's no lights on. Like he's out cold.
Okay.
Which you'll get a feeling of the exact same thing once you kind of come out. You'll be out first. You'll probably be in the common room. I don't know if you were doing anything else besides just feeling like you actually slept, but no one's going to be out in the common room for a while. Probably an hour later after you wake up, you'll see Alandry kind of stumble out of his room. Not stumble, I mean elves don't sleep, they trance, so he probably kind of comes out of it and brings himself to before he actually comes out. But you'll see him come out of his room.
Okay. He kind of floats out like
Yeah,
a
swims out.
celestial being.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, do I look better?
You look.
You're not awake yet, Gawain.
You're not. Potato.
Hmm?
I think you're still sleeping.
Yeah, you're not awake yet.
Unless you are like sleepwalking, talking asleep.
He
Please stay.
No, he's asleep.
Okay. Yes, you look much better.
All right, good.
Much better.
Good.
But yeah, but it's strange because you haven't awakened, and when a very serious event that had happened in town,
What happened?
So at some point at night, I was in my trance, and people were sleeping. We heard this distinct rumbling sound, and we went outside, and a whole whale had died and crashed into the buildings, like not that far away from us. That's kind of, well, I'm not a very much religious type or spiritual for that matter, but that looked ominous to me, and I looked for any signs of what had killed, and I found none, and which sounded even more ominous. So just that perhaps was could that be related to your dreams?
So it was cold and dark, and a whale dropped dead.
I mean, it was not actually cold. It was like any other kind of. I mean, the water was not either colder or warmer than usual.
Okay.
It was during the night, so the lights were a bit off. Yeah. So they assumed that we have street lights at some point done along the way, and they were and then some animals like from the zoo like run off, and what I mean, they did what any other animal in zoos would do, but I don't know, it sounds strange, Look, we sounded at first, now look strange. I'm just curious if it has anything to do with your dreams. If your dreams are like prophecies in some way, even though I don't believe in prophecies anyway, but just asking.
It could be related to my dreams, or it could just be some sort of, maybe the whale was really old, or I don't know. I did have another dream last night, so I was going to go back to the Temple of Poseidon and talk to the priest again. And I can give him this information while I'm there and maybe see if he can help me figure it out.
Should we wait for the others to wake up? Should we, Dia?
Well, we could leave Gawain, but CHOWDAH might want to go.
Okay, I'm gonna wake up CHOWDAH then.
Okay.
Well.
CHOWDAH, wake up, CHOWDAH.
How's that for an excited tone?
Let's just hope that Gull doesn't wake up.
I missed.
He almost instinctually claws at you.
Don't do that.
Are you awake?
No, I punch things in my sleep all the time.
Good, because
Good.
good. That's good. That's very nice. That's very nice reflexes you have there. Anyway, maybe so Daria has had another dream, and we're thinking in going back to the temple, to see if to see. Well, first of all, I would go there anyway to see if they have any more ideas about if the whale incident, which I'm calling it right now. Are you awake? Are you alright?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, that
He's
that
tired.
didn't sound very
Like game terms, he actually hasn't completed a long rest.
okay.
Like he's just
Anyway.
tired.
Well, we can let him go back to sleep and then we can wait until later. There's really no rush to this, is there?
Depends on how empty of the world are your dreams, Yeah, but well, I think he's back to sleep. Okay. Oh, CHOWDAH.
Don't fucking yell at me. I'll punch you again.
Step back and go
Yes,
louder.
but I thought you just had back to sleep. But
Stepping back doesn't work anymore.
yeah, maybe maybe you can. Maybe you should then go back to sleep then. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have
I'm sorry I missed.
woken up you.
Trust me, I know what it's like not to get enough sleep.
Yeah, well,
If you need me to kill
I
something,
don't.
let me know.
I don't, but that's something that that's something that I have to.
Can you leave my room?
I have to learn.
Blah blah blah. All right, I will start shooting laser beams. Get the hell out of my room. I need to go sleep.
So you guys will probably take your conversation out of the room a bit.
Okay.
You guys gonna
I don't sleep, right? So I don't have really,
Right. I understand,
Yeah.
which is why I was trying to explain. Like, I understand how he feels not getting enough sleep. It's, have you ever had a time where you feel like you're walking through thick mud? Or you're trying to
swim against the current.
swim against the current? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
Yes. So when you don't get enough sleep, you feel like you're constantly trying to swim against the current.
Okay. Yeah, I feel something similar if I don't get a few hours in my trance. So, but maybe not in that. Anyway, perhaps we should go to the temple then.
You guys are probably kind of having this conversation as you walk there.
Okay.
But when you guys go out, you'll see the whale's still there. It doesn't look much different. I mean, it's the first time Darya's seeing it, but and there's a lot of the Nephros guards, and there's actually a couple of priests, mainly from Merfolk ones from the temple that's like 2 buildings down. They're kind of helping out and looking around, but nobody that looks familiar to you guys. So you guys will kind of turn right and swim over to the Temple of Poseidon. You'll swim in, and you'll see kind of 3 Tritons kind of off a bit in the room. And as soon as you guys kind of swim in, one of them will recognize you. And it's the priest that kind of talked to you yesterday, and he'll swim over and be like, come with me. Just assuming you follow him. As you guys are kind of swimming off into like a side room, he's going to kind of comment that I've taken under consideration, I've thought a lot about it, and I'm willing to assume you're dreams may not have been purely coincidence.
Yeah.
Nope.
Especially.
Kind of get into the side room and close up a bit of a door.
Okay. Yeah, I was beginning to believe that as well after what my colleague here told me this morning when I woke up about a whale dropping dead and falling on some buildings.
Yeah, I think that woke up everyone in town.
Not me, thanks to your herbs.
Well, I'm glad you got some sleep at least.
Thank you. Yeah, so what do you think they might be? Do you think
no idea. I've been talking. I mean, we were still kind of discussing it with my brothers, and we have no idea. There's definitely something going on.
Okay.
So am I in the same room with her?
Yeah, you unless you chose not to.
No, I did. I mean,
Yeah,
I was embarrassed.
That you would have, yeah. I mean, he came over and was talking to her, but you came in with her, so you coming in the room was not a big deal. So unless you actively chose not to go in the room, I assumed you were in the room.
I assume you were in the room
too. So have you had any more dreams this last night that might shed some more light into what happened?
I had another dream last night, but it was pretty much the same dream, except Calamari died too.
Who's Calamari?
Calamari?
I'm going to pull him out of my, show him my little, my little pet squid.
That's nice.
Here,
Alandry, you've probably seen it before. I mean, she's had it since she started the character.
I know, but I didn't know she had a name. I think.
I don't think she did until today.
So,
but you probably have seen it around a little bit, probably not a ton, but
fine.
It is just a tiny little squid, like almost handheld.
I'm glad he's alive, and then I assume that I can talk to him, right?
I put a picture of him in the
No. I'm just gonna ask him if he's okay. He's all right.
Yeah, he's okay.
Well,
no.
I know.
I'm asking.
He's fine.
I'm asking the animal.
You get the impression that he's fine. Like, it's not like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm totally great. Like, you get like kind of emotions and impressions, but you get kind of he's fine. He doesn't know what all of the excitement's about. So you get a bit of like, I'm fine, but a little bit of confusion.
He says, not says actually, but I have the sense from him that he's fine, but he's a bit confused about what happened, but he's fine. Shouldn't worry about it. Anyway, so anything else that you remember about? I know that dreams, at least in my trances, can be a bit confusing. Any other thing that you might remember about it?
No, it's just pretty much the same. It being cold and dark and like, super cold and dark, and the animals are dropping dead.
Well, at some point, I would assume that you would mention this whole
squid thing,
and that animal like larger than Earth. But anyway,
sorry, say that again.
The undead squid thing, that was a new part of the dream.
That was very.
Oh, my brain is not working in real life. So.
Yeah, I told you dreams can be a bit tricky.
Oh, sorry.
But,
Drinking? What?
No, I told you dreams can be a bit tricky on the memory, on our memory.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, there was an undead squid, and his body.
Squid.
he was decomposing. He was like, skin was flaking off. Is that right?
Like small, big. How big was it?
He was about medium size. He wasn't super huge, but he wasn't as small as calamari.
Hmm. Okay.
Am I missing something?
No, it's fine. It's very easy to
Yeah,
misinterpret
yeah.
dreams or forget a lot of it. I don't
Yeah, don't
remember
worry
half the
about
time.
it.
10 minutes after.
Hmm. So undead seems to be the priest's specialty. Have you noticed any undead activity around these regions, Mister
There was
Priest?
some undead sharks a couple weeks ago.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we fought those.
Oh, you guys
We-
fought those?
We did.
Yeah, we fought those and we killed them. Made them really dead. Not
Well,
just undead.
yes. Yeah, but maybe they are part of a larger.
Well, I'm starting to wonder if they are part of a larger conspiracy or whatever's going on. And it could have something to do with the Sawagan guarding all those artifacts that we found.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, was I not supposed to mention those? I forgot.
That's it, right?
Login artifacts.
Yeah. So you see, as you can tell, we are like adventurers, and
She said that yesterday, actually.
yeah, we go to some places and found some stuff, and found some artifacts that I don't really know what they mean. Perhaps she knows better, but I mean, it could be related or it could not. I'm not sure.
I'm not 100% sure of what the artifacts are, but I know Gawain and CHOWDAH know more about it than I do. I know they're magical and they're connected to some gods, but I don't.
Which gods?
So, some more gods, perhaps?
Yeah, some I can't remember the name of it's some old gods. One of them is dead.
I can tell you as a DM if you want, or if you want to try and remember as a character.
I was gonna try to remember. Hold on.
Okay.
Mordain?
Mordain. Yes.
Mordain. Was it I think it was something like that. Mordain.
That was one of them, yeah.
And
He's gonna. I have no idea what you're talking about. He's gonna have a blank face.
oh, I don't know. I know CHOWDAH and Gawain know more about it than I do. They were.
Well, so basically, you priest guys also don't know what's going on.
We don't know what?
You don't know what's going on.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
We're not omnipotent.
Okay. Are we good to head back to the inn and talk to CHOWDAH and Gwen?
Yes. Okay.
Or do you need any more answers from these priests?
Well, no. I'm going to. Please keep us informed if you find any information. I'm, staying at the inn, like I said, and if I learn any more information, I will be sure to come back and tell you so we can figure this all out.
Okay.
And see if maybe there's some sort of prophecy of like destruction about to happen and we can stop it or whatever.
We'll dig in our records and see if we can find anything.
Okay.
And I'll let you know if we get anything on our end.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We
Stay
go
safe.
back to.
Yes,
you
I'm
guys
ready.
you can leave and swim back over to the
Any more dead animals?
No.
Okay.
So when you guys go back in, you can see Gawain kind of chilling at a table, probably eating breakfast.
Morning.
Good morning. How are things?
Good morning. Good morning.
Not
Fun to see.
not 100% good because of the dead animals and so on. But anything else is all right.
Oh, dead animals. Ugh.
Yeah, big
Terrible,
dead animals.
terrible, terrible.
Big dead animals. Yeah.
We eat.
Anyway, have you
Yeah.
seen CHOWDAH?
I believe he's still sleeping.
I shouldn't have waken him up.
Oh, you
Wait.
woke him up. Yeah. I mean, I went in there and looked. I didn't say anything, but he seemed pretty out of it.
You guys are all locked in your rooms from now on.
Well, I was just trying to wake him up. That's all. Anyway, yeah, we just wait here for CHOWDAH and to plan our day's activity.
He'll be probably another hour or two before he kind of wakes up. Because, I mean, he stayed out a lot longer than you. Not a lot longer, but as long as you, and he doesn't have the trance, so he needs actual sleep. So, but after a bit, he'll wake up. I mean, it's not that late, probably like 9 or 10. He'll kind of come out. Probably shoots you a glare, briefly.
Morning.
While we're waiting, I'm going to feed calamari and make sure Alandry didn't traumatize him by speaking to him.
Okay. You'll feed him. No, he seems fine. He actually seems probably a little bit more, in a little bit better spirits than he was this morning.
Okay.
Because I mean, he's just a tiny little octopus. He's actually technically an octopus according to the picture, but whatever he is, squid or octopus. He's just an animal, so like he seems fine, but he definitely kind of picks up the mood, especially your mood, about what's going on. So there's some nervousness about him, but a lot of that nervousness is gone after he talked with Alandry.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to feed him and pet his nose then. Or his little, not nose, because, between his eyes.
Hey, CHOWDAH. How are you feeling?
Like stabbing you. Red rum. Oh, wait.
You're good. Good. Because, yeah.
I'm going to spend the
Because
entire night
basically,
poking you every 2 hours so that you can't get a full night's trance.
that's
Next time I shoot light out of my hands. Well, it's whatever.
I don't quite understand everything you're saying, but anyway, let's focus on what's more important here, right?
Why can't we be friends? Why
Because you're a
can't we?
douche.
Let's focus on what's more important here, I think. So basically, the priest didn't know much, but they are willing to believe that her dreams are
You guys want to talk
might be related. Yeah, we went to, as I said, in the morning. Oh, well, in the early morning. To you, if you remember, I don't know. But we went to the temple, and they are willing to believe in her dreams, and about dead animals and so on. And she also saw these like biggish and that squid. What was it? What was it? A squid? And which not very good, is it?
Ooh,
And,
no, that's not good at all.
Yeah,
No.
Gwen, it's not. Yeah, but they basically didn't know anything about it. We did kind of have to mention about those. Well, not the whole story, but a bit about those artifacts and that old story about the gods.
Oh, the bells.
Yeah, and they're gonna look into it more, perhaps.
Okay.
What you gonna do? To investigate the situation.
Gawain, roll religion, and I'm gonna say Alandry, roll history for right now.
Not very good. I am not very religious, apparently.
Surprised.
Okay. So you didn't roll high enough to get anything, so your religion doesn't matter. The history was largely your own history. You do have a scroll written in Elven, the Elven language that you found kind of carved in the temple under the sea with that first Sawagan. So you do have some. You don't, obviously it makes no sense to you because it's not written in Elven, it just uses their alphabet. But you do still have that.
Okay.
We were just talking about you have no message or whatever you were wording it, but and it probably popped in your head there that you still have that translated piece of scroll, parchment, whatever, in your possession.
Oh, you mean I did? So I did translate, or
No. You still have it, but you don't have it translated.
Yeah. But I suppose. Well, I could go back to that elf, or I could hand that over to the priests to see if they can translate or not.
Or
Really?
someone who cast a spell that can comprehend languages 2,000 years old in a library.
That might be not very easy to find. Is
MIJA.
MIJA can understand languages, of course.
Yeah, she has the spell comprehend language.
Yeah. Okay, so I assume that she's awake by now as well.
Yeah, she would have been awake.
Yeah, probably. She probably give or take around the same time as CHOWDAH. She's just a lot more timid, so she probably kind of almost slinks out of her room and goes and gets breakfast and probably kind of sits next to DARYA. Just kind of really being quiet.
Okay. Yeah, MIJA. MIJA. Have this scroll. I was wondering.
I have lots of scrolls.
I was wondering that perhaps you would be inclined to. No, I think that's too much. Anyway, I have this code that needs to be translated. Okay, I know that you have this magic stuff that can understand language because you have used that before in some table or so. I was wondering if you want to try to have this read or translated to us. Then I hand over the scroll.
I can.
It looked at first Elvish, but I don't recognize the language.
I don't think she has that language either. Even not that it matters, but double check to see if I don't think she has Elven. Oops. Nope, she has 2 languages.
I have that spell too. No.
No,
I have Elven as a language.
Not Elven. Well, uses
I
the
do
lettering
have-
for Elven.
do as
I mean,
well.
he has Elven. He's an elf. It's not actually Elven. So I was just looking it up because she doesn't even
wait, no.
recognize
I can't. Damn it.
She doesn't even recognize the script. Is what I
Oh.
was getting at. Like,
Oh, okay.
even the script is completely foreign to her.
Wait, I can. Can't I?
Or
no?
I can, but only if you promise to be nice to me.
Am I nice? So when was I not nice to you? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think that's something her character would say. I don't know. I'm just trying to go with it a bit.
I'll try.
I'm gonna-
promise. I hereby promise that I'll try to be nice to you, like forever.
Okay.
Now you.
And she'll take the scroll and look at it and kind of almost like playfully, and because you don't really like skip and stuff underwater, but almost kind of that effect, kind of swim off, like jolly swim off, jolly, I don't know, happily swim off, whatever, and kind of go back to her room for a bit.
I'm going to make a mental note to tell her that Alandry's not really being mean. He just doesn't understand the...
I know, it seemed like a thing she, as a character, would say, so...
Because she's probably terrified of him.
I should probably write this in note. Whatever, I'll type it out. Whatever, I'll say it and I can write it on a note later. So you guys doing anything in the next, 15 minutes?
Nope.
Just kind of socializing a bit. Okay. So she's going to go in her room. She's going to ritually cast Comprehend Language. And look it over. And then she's going to kind of come back out after, like I said, after about 15 minutes. Her happy mood is gone. And she's going to actually look at you kind of weird when she comes out. And then she'll... The what?
Anything wrong?
She's going to read out what it says. She's going to open it and read it out. What it says is roughly, God the Destroyer is coming. Prepare for blood. And I'm reading this off my phone because I never put notes anywhere else. That's where I have my notes. The land will be washed clean of life. The false divinity will be slaughtered. The infernal will be cleansed. The faithful an opportunity to rise.
Ooh! That sounds interesting to me.
And she'll hand you back the scroll.
I need this written down.
I'll write it down in notes when we're not streaming.
Why would the death of basically us and yourself be interesting? I'm not following.
It sounds like an omen.
Yes.
Sounds like it could go with my dreams.
That too. But I mean, we have found that from a note. No, that was actually carved or written recently, right? Even though it was.
Relatively recently. I mean, at this point, it's been a couple weeks, but yeah.
Temple. Even though it was an older temple, it was sort of written, not that old, like thousands and thousands of years old.
Yeah, no, that was carved by that Sawagan in that temple. You think, assume. I guess you never saw him typing it, but chiseling it in. But you did see him over there looking at it, and it did look fairly recent. And that temple wasn't protected from time passage, like the library was. So you saw stuff in there, the baskets and stuff were kind of old and raggedy and stuff like that. So you saw like almost freshly chiseled writing.
Right. Right.
Well, that certainly sounds like it has something to do with what's going on right now.
I don't like it. I think it was mean of Alandry to make me read it.
Oh, sweetie, he didn't know what it said.
I know.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what I'm sorry for. But I'm sorry that I made you read, because I mean, it is something that. That's something
Sorry
that
that
we
it
have.
upset you.
Yes,
Right.
that's good. I'm sorry that upset you. That made you be upset. And however, something that we had to know. So yeah, we had to know.
I feel like that is something that those priests would probably like to know.
Yeah. You do that. I think they should. I think they would be really interested in that.
Also wondering, going that stuff got weirder and weirder since your human friend got here. Do you perhaps know if it has anything to do with large animal deaths and so on? I don't think he would be that powerful, but who knows? If he's involved with demons and something, or something, anything is possible.
No, not quite on that level, but he might. I wouldn't put it past him, but I wouldn't say it's entirely unlikely either.
Okay.
From what I know about him, he might, if the pay is good enough.
He doesn't worship a squid.
Well, if the squid like offers like eternal life and something like that, perhaps someone as dumb as a human could go for it. I don't know. Anyway,
Oh yeah, I forgot that people die of old age. That's weird.
Yeah, two immortals talking to each other about death. I don't live forever either.
I'm not immortal. I just,
Yeah, but compared to most human lifespan people, you're older than they'll ever get already.
Wait.
So, I mean, you're not technically immortal, but from their perspective, there's not much difference.
Yeah, so I suppose that some people might fall for that kind of payment or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
undead abomination. Hard to roleplay that.
Do I have a sense that I can like connect what is written in that scroll? Okay, let me say that again. Can I do I find any hidden sense, any hidden meaning, anything in between the lines of that letter, or it's just as it is, like meaning that could be related to something else, or to some place, or to some situation. Because right now I am at a dead end, and I say to them, I am at a dead end. I'm sorry, I don't know where to go to. I don't know if I should force DARYA to have even more names. I don't know if I should force Gwen to go talk to him human. And yeah, and a bit.
You don't have to force me.
Roll an intelligence.
Plain old intelligence. That's
yeah. I mean, there's no. I mean, technically, any not. Well, I don't know if any knowledge, but that's a pity. You didn't have advantage.
With or no advantage?
No, there's no advantage. It seems pretty direct. There's no.
Okay.
Like it seems like it's specifically almost targeting specific things, and it's very direct in the way it's worded.
And the other place that that we will have to eventually go, where was the home of CHOWDAH, right? Would that be? Huh?
He has a name.
Oh yeah.
It has a name.
I thought I mentioned that to you a couple weeks ago, but I forgot to mention it.
Yeah, and anyway, I also missed it maybe, but would that be related to what's going on here?
Well, considering the Zawagan had this prophecy thing, and they have the bells, and then one of the things that was I just had it, damn it, Ebarth.
Sounds like the prophecy's already fulfilled. It said something about gods dying.
Ebreth Talar temple.
That's something about gods dying. That's already happened.
Yeah, 2,000 years ago.
That is an elven word. I mean, for Alandry, but anybody who speaks Elven. I mean, that's an Elven name. It means it's a temple, so temple. But Ebrath Telar means friend of the sun.
Yeah, so that means friend of the sun. Yeah.
You can roll Alandry and only Alandry can roll a history with advantage.
Yes, I am a friend of the sun. Thank you for noticing.
I'm just gonna see what I would roll.
Oh God, that's funny. You get it with disadvantage,
so no, you don't know anything. I mean, and there's a reason for that. You know that the temple of Ebrath Talar was in a city named Deshenthenon. Elven words. Which means city of the descent, or the city descended, or kind of a play on a city underwater, but there's no mention of water specifically.
No,
but you know nothing else other than that. You know that it's in a city named Zap.
That's how you say that.
Descenthalon.
I'm sorry, I'm at dead end. I'm not sure if we should. I mean, we haven't been paid yet, but that can wait, right?
But you have a name.
We have a name. The name of the guy that is paying us, right? Or no? Or the name?
No, that's the name of the city that his temple is in.
Okay.
Which is an elven city.
Yeah, I know.
Underwater.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if we should have that there now, or do something else, or is it that temple again with this code translated, or we should, I don't know.
We can. Some of us can go bring the information to the temple, see what they say about it, and the rest of us can go talk to Blue. It was Blue, right? Was it
Blue?
The frog?
Blue.
we can go talk to him, see what's going on with our payment.
Yeah,
Okay.
why hasn't our payment arrived? That's good point.
Okay.
Because I'm sure that maybe the people from the temple might have a better understanding of the this prophecy thing.
Okay.
And
Well, I doubt it, but I'm going there anyway. Someone wants to join.
I have a feeling about that.
Feeling about what?
About the payment. Might have
Okay.
something to do with Sam.
why would it have had anything
Who's
to do with
Sam?
him?
Sam who? Oh, that human.
Yeah, he might be the type to.
So maybe some. So I'm sorry. So maybe someone should go with you to Blue. So maybe CHOWDAH.
Yeah,
Right, CHOWDAH?
I think Chowder should go see Blue, and I should go see Sam alone.
Sure, that's a good idea. He seems shady.
Maybe he'll kill him. Problem solved.
That's a good point.
Okay, so obviously MIJA needs to be the one to go to the temple because she has the exact
Wording.
wording of it.
Well, she can write it out.
Okay.
I mean, and technically it lasts for an hour, and she'll probably almost glare at Alandry while she's kind of writing it out. Not mean, a little bit of meanly, but almost sympathetic mean. If that's a thing.
It is. I can live with. I could live with that.
She writes it in Triton, though.
Okay.
And for what it's worth, she only speaks 2 languages, so she writes it in Triton, like not Elven or anything else.
So I'm going to the temple with her.
With Darya?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to the temple with Darya and Mija, and Chowdah's going to Blue.
Okay. So you'll go up to Blue's area and kind of go in, and right now it's pretty quiet.
Okay.
Probably because there's other things that are happening in the city, and dealing with this there's not a lot of people here.
Mm-hmm.
So as he hears you kind of clicking in as you're walking down the tunnel, he'll come out and be like, "Oh, hi there, friend."
Hello, Blue. My group and I were I understand that, things are going on right now, but why we haven't received our payment yet.
That should have been sent out this morning, so I suspect they'll deliver it sometime today.
Okay. That was it. I didn't know when to expect it, so I didn't want to wait around for a long period of time. So, all right. Thank you very much, Blue.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
What? Did you need something?
What's going on around town? We don't have to play out the whole thing, but he almost comes across like he's sitting around bored.
Oh.
And he can't leave his office because he's at work. So you probably, just to kind of speed it through and not explain it for the 7th time, you probably just give him kind of a
rundown.
So Gawain, roll investigation.
Investigation 20.
Okay. You kind of go around, ask around town a bit. It's pretty obvious who you're talking to, it's pretty obvious who you're looking for. A lot of people know who you're talking about. You don't get a lot of concrete, like, I saw him around kind of thing, but, and as you kind of follow around, you'll talk to enough people to know that he went in the cave system, and somewhere he was seen, the last person you kind of can talk to, you can find out that he went into the castle area, and was hanging around with people that were in the castle, but that's as far as you get.
Ooh.
And,
So he did not steal the payment.
Correct.
Oh. Good.
Well, and maybe he did, but everything's leading
At least I know where he is, so I can find him and stab him.
Well, you're not allowed in the temple. Not in the temple, in the temple too, almost. But yeah, they don't just allow anybody to go in the castle.
Yeah, definitely
It's heavily guarded.
Definitely not with my reputation.
Especially with your reputation, yeah. So you guys get to the temple.
Yep.
And you'll
I will try to find out that same priest that we had talked before, and
you'll when you go in, you'll see a different Triton kind of sitting there reading. And as soon as you come in, I'll go fetch Priest Rekith, and he'll kind of swim off. And that other guy that you've been talking to, never really introduced himself. I'm bad about that. Will kind of come out. I wasn't expecting you guys to come back so soon. Did you guys find anything out?
Yeah, we actually do have some more information that we have found in one of our adventures, as you could call that. So that was at the same time when we fought those undead sharks, and we found this inscription. It was in a language that I did not understand at first, but I knew that it was in Elven alphabet, and however, now we know the full meaning of it, and perhaps it could help in your research of what's going on around here. And then I tell MIJA to hand over the text in chat.
Okay. He'll unwind it, and I mean it's actually a short verse, really, but he'll read that and he'll roll it up and kind of think for a few moments. And then, did you guys come up with anything?
Not really.
Bard, sorcerer. Oh, yeah.
We just have an earthquake here, but we are fine. No, it's like anything that you could shed some light.
Somebody was asking about something somewhere, and as a DM, can't remember exactly where, but I know it was brought up to an NPC somewhere, and I thought it was one of the temples. So if it's not, I'm breaking consistency somewhere, but I'm going to assume it was here, because I think it was here that they were talking about it.
It was the primordial progenitor?
Yeah.
It was the other temple.
Was the other temple?
Yeah.
Okay. I can go with that. There was other priests kind of talking around about something called the primordial progenitor or something. And I was looking into that. It is not written this way, so maybe it's a leap. There's something. There's a creature called an aboleth. They're really, really old, perhaps older than Toril itself. It looks kind of like an Actually, it looks a lot like a squid. trying to remember. One of their oldest went by a name similar to this, and he, in some of the texts that I found, and there's not many, was said to hate all life and all of the gods and considered them false life or something. So I think your text may be very directly talking about something he wants to do.
Right. So
It's not Cthulhu. I looked into that.
think think the gods.
Well, it might be worse, but you're muted, Darya. If you were actually talking.
Oh, I would just said the Kraken. Puppy dog.
Yeah, I
Kraken.
would say I'm not there.
Or Kraken.
I was just talking to myself when I said that.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't.
But he'll kind of look at the scroll a bit. Could be mistranslated to the destroyer of gods is coming. The lands will be cleansed, washed clean of life, and if you take that directly, you're talking about all life above water. False divinity will be slaughtered. I said he thought gods were frauds. The infernal devils, demons, and the faithful, an opportunity. Odd wording. And we don't usually get an opportunity. As a priest, you usually get, maybe it is an opportunity, I don't know, maybe it's weird wording. An opportunity to rise is weird wording to me. Usually you get a lot of confidence from a deity, and I don't think he's lacking for confidence, talking about planning to destroy all life on Toril. So I almost take it as a maybe he'll allow his faithful to be powerful, or maybe he won't.
Yeah, as all evil gods might do with this. I don't know. Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't know. I am a very practical guy, you know? Enough, for that matter. I need names, I need to look, I need places to go and to investigate stuff. But so far, I don't know, I am at a blank. Do you know any place you could go to investigate more into this topic, into this subject?
No, I've got no leads directly where to go.
And you, in your dreams area, you haven't actually known or recognized any of the places that you have seen in your dreams?
That's you, Dari. That's the priest isn't having dreams. You are.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh, if in your dreams, if you know or recognize any place or anything that could lead to a place or a location or something.
Okay. No, I'm trying to think. Everything is just dark and cold. I don't really see anything. It's just dark and cold, and I turn around and I see the animals just dropping dead. I can't really make out a place.
Mm. Let's code, but that could be about how bad the actual dream is, not actually how the area is coded. Right? Okay, I think we're pretty much done here.
I wish I could be more help.
Well, I think we're all getting different pieces of this puzzle.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can find someone else with the other pieces.
Yes. Hopefully we know. Actually, we have some being from outside, from above the sea, from the land around in town. Have you heard about this? Mr. Priest? Nope. He was a human. He's a human.
What's a human?
So into
No, he'll probably kind of understand what a human is in passing, but he doesn't.
So
I don't.
He really is really shitty character. And I think it's got a bit weird. He got here. So yeah, there's another lead that I am gonna follow, or intend to at least.
If he came in recently and he's a shady character, definitely worth investigating.
Yep. All right. So unless you need anything more answer, Darya or MIJA, we are going back to the inn and wait for the others.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that. Yeah, like I said, I wish I could be of more help, but I've told you everything in my dreams.
So let's go back to the inn.
Maybe.
Enough. Say.
In what?
No. But she was saying something.
Oh, I was just gonna say maybe tonight I'll have another dream and get more.
Yeah, but it is me trying to be nice, even though I want to go to the bottom of this issue. Don't push yourself too much into these dreams, because I know how awful they can make you feel, if not look, but feel.
Right. They make you look like crap.
Right. Okay, so enough. Well, yeah, then probably go back, but enough. I see our DM with this idiomatic face, like he knows.
You guys will head back over to the inn from past Noah's and into. The whale's still there. It's only been half a day.
So
it's still just kind of quarantined off, and they haven't even really been doing anything to get rid of it or anything like that. And when you guys go in, CHOWDAH will be there, and you guys will go in there, and GAWAIN will probably come back like 15-20 minutes after, because he had to kind of run around town asking around a lot. But CHOWDAH went directly there and had a short conversation. Probably stayed a little bit longer to chat with him because he was bored, but otherwise didn't stay there very long and then came back.
Our payment was sent out this morning, so we should get it at some point today. How did your thing go?
Yeah. As I assumed, as I suspected, that priest guy he's not very helpful overall.
Yeah, priests tend to not be very helpful.
Yeah, clerics seem kind of useless to me at this point.
I mean, he did mention something about some old gods,
like Murdain and this.
No, another one, which seemed to be related to like that squid that probably Daria had a dream of. And he also had tales about being better than other gods, and the other gods are all fake, and he wants to kill everybody, and so on and so on. Which means that
Typical evil god.
exactly, which is what I said to the priest, but. And then he said the name of the god that I probably know, but probably know in character, but I don't know.
It was the primordial progenitor that you guys heard. I don't know. Maybe you didn't even hear it.
Well, I don't remember that. No. He said another name actually to this god, right?
Oh, it wasn't Cthulhu.
Yes, but then it doesn't say any other name.
I'm trying to think. I don't think so. And he said
Okay.
it wasn't Cthulhu. He looked into that because a weird squid thing. It's the first thing that popped into his head.
Okay.
He called it the primordial progenitor, and he said they're creatures known as aboleths.
Yes, aboleths. So this creature is aboleth, and he's like call himself, or he is a primordial progenitor or something.
Primordial progenitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was asking the Umberly clerics about that, and they didn't know anything about it. So it's some kind of like, so it might be this aboleth thing, and be like an old god.
I don't know.
Or something.
It's all very complicated to me. So very complicated.
And it looks like a squid?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it a giant squid? I'm familiar with those. Really big ones. Mouth. Like to be summoned and destroy things, releasing the Kraken.
Yeah, but the priests had more an idea of this god can like infuse his followers with power, with enough power that could like wipe out the life of the land or something like that, and not actually the god himself or itself. I don't know.
Or at very least a Soagan warlock.
Yeah. So it's working through people. So not necessarily this god is going to come down and start wrecking house, but has followers that are doing his bidding.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Well, as any other, as mentioned, also as any other evil god who first wants to see if it is safe for them to actually appear.
I respect any god who does the work themselves, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, but at any rate, we still have to wait.
A good commander knows how to lead.
Huh? Sorry?
A good commander knows how to lead.
Yeah, right.
And view others with strength.
And initiative.
And initiative, yes! Roll initiative!
So
some people are really desperate about being paid. Then I look to to Gawain.
My thing is, we kind of know, or we think we know where like our next move. If things are kind of at a standstill here and nobody really knows, we know we have a theory about something, and that's better than just sitting around waiting for something to happen.
That's my idea. I'm very practical guy.
I want to sit around and wait for the money.
Obviously, after the money.
Okay.
How are we going to afford our trek to Aberith Talar? I'm just winging that. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, I also
we need to fund it.
Yeah. in breath.
Yeah.
I thought I taped that out.
And I also asked
I breath Delar. I was close.
I also asked him if they had any more leads, what places that we should investigate in, and we got nothing basically. And I want to do something because all these
I don't want to sit around. Yeah.
all these puzzles are getting to my nerves. No.
I just like punching things. I think.
And I want to use my trident, like Troy, my trident.
You have no idea where the temple is.
Somebody, what?
Neither of you have any idea where the temple is, though.
That's the temple I came from.
Yeah, you don't know where it is, though.
I have the map.
I literally walked here from it.
Yeah, I have a map though. It should be on the map.
You walked for a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the map and see if it's on the map.
What map?
The map that me and MIJA and DARYA got from the temple. We copied it.
Oh, no. Because you were looking at Cholt. So you have like a map from here east over to Cholt to one of the volcanoes.
Well, I would say our next move is to get a map.
Well, obviously you're good at getting map.
If only there was a really old elf in the city.
Yeah, I could ask.
No way!
I suck at giving out clues in ways that people are easy to piece together, apparently.
No. I'm really slow right now. So sorry. Yeah.
Well, we need to figure out where we're going. Because apparently just going northeast is not the answer.
Okay, I can. Well, but then, yeah, we can ask the elf where this temple is, and you probably have more info about it as well. And we go investigate. Well, okay, so I can go ask the elf, and you guys can wait for the money, or juice, or whatever we're paid with, and okay, right?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to see that elf that I asked about the spells. What's his name again?
Noah.
Huh?
Noah. He's literally Noah. Noah in a boat.
Yeah, he has the least elfish name that
I know, but I went with he has a shop set up in a boat. I was trying to think of a name, and I was like, Noah. You think of a guy in a boat. Name a more popular guy who ever had a boat.
Noah.
Popeye?
Noah won, exactly.
Noah won. Oh gosh.
But you can go.
I'm gonna kill myself in game. Thank you. I quit.
And come in and
Maybe Ishmael.
He'll kind of pop up as you come in.
Shit.
Hi there, Alandry. You come to spend a lot of money, buy something expensive?
Not particularly, no. First of all, I do appreciate your thoughts on the magic. You are really spot on. But
I sent out word to.
To that. Oh,
friend.
Yeah. He's in town. Or?
No.
Okay.
I don't speak magic myself. I said that last time, I think. But I asked a friend to send him a magical message.
Good.
I haven't heard back. I wanted you to know.
Yeah. However, we might soon be out of town. Yeah. because now we are so you must have known some weird stuff happening in town, right? And I wonder if you know.
I did see. Although that's the other famous guy who owned a boat that dealt with a whale.
Ishmael.
Gosh.
He doesn't say that.
Anyway, I was wondering if you know where to go to Ibrastela or something. Ibrastela. Have you heard of this name before? It's probably painful. Or it was.
It seems familiar. Where was it?
Where? If I know where, I would be there. You know.
Oh.
I need a place, a location to where to go.
You know the name of the city. You don't know where it is.
Yes.
That's not the name of the city. That's the name of the temple.
Yes.
The name of the city is Myth, this elven word. Myth de Shilan.
Mishtala. Okay. So do you know where the city lies now?
Oh, that's where it is. That's a sad story. That was I remember that city.
Have you been there?
I've been there before, not for many, many years.
Well,
it was. I'm surprised. Well, you've never been there?
I don't think so.
It's a large aquatic elven city, or was. It was attacked by several krakens. And basically destroyed. I don't know what's left of it. This was about 2 years ago. I think. That city is far to the north.
How far is it? How far is it, more or less?
You've never been above ground? No.
Nope.
You said that. $1,500 miles?
1,500 miles. Okay, that seems a lot.
Yeah, it's further north than Waterdeep.
For north.
I mean, but I said that. I think I talked about Waterdeep last time.
Yeah.
Which is a weird name for a city above water.
Yeah.
Still is.
But anyway, if we manage to get
the floating city. No, you've never been there. I've never been there. I wonder if it floats. Does it float as a floating city? It's as deep as the water, because then it float on it. It'd be kind of a pun. No? No. Boat city?
No idea. No clue. No clue. Yeah. Well, at some point. Well, that's our only lead. And even if it's really far away, then we might not be around town for a very long time. That's our only lead.
Oh, you're gonna try and go there. Yeah, that's a trip.
Yeah. Anyway, do you know? I don't suppose you have a map or something
of
how to get there from here.
You can't get there from here.
Underwater.
I have rough maps. Let me see. He'll kind of go off into the side and kind of dig around. Like, he doesn't actually entirely go out of sight, and when he does, like, he's just kind of walking behind a shelf and then coming back. You can see him kind of grabbing a couple of scrolls. Not scrolls, but like long, like map scrolls. And he'll come out and he'll start laying a bunch of them out, rolling out a bunch of them, setting like rocks and shells and stuff on several of them. And between, it's basically he's taking a bunch of like small regional maps, not all of them in the same style, not all of them in the same scaling, but trying to kind of piece together kind of the coast using several different maps. And it'll give you a good feel, at least, for where you are. Most of it is a little bit focused on the coast, but you do see several markers and stuff. But you can definitely get a scale of how far away it is.
Okay. Do I feel that I know how to get there if I don't have the maps, or do I have to buy the maps, even if they are in even if they are in those
the
conditions?
Maps wouldn't help, but it does, at least as far as getting in the region of it, it does seem like, you just go north for a long time, and then you're a lot closer to it. You can figure it out from there. So as long as you just keep going north along the coast, you're going in the right direction.
Okay. I think I can do that then. Right. Right. And I'm sorry to be. I'm sorry to ask you so many questions these past few days. If
no one else is here, I don't really care. I wish you'd buy something.
So what do you have for sale that would benefit me for, let's say, a trip like that?
I have nice grung berries, different effects, lots of healing. You might get into lots of fights. I have ones that are focused with sustenance.
Okay, I took 2 of those healing berries.
Okay. They're the regular, like potions in the
yeah.
book. They're, I think, 50.
And how much is that again?
They're 50. I think they're the player's handbook ones, so they're 50 each. They're just based off those same stats. It's just kind of a thematic change.
Yeah, 2, 50, 13.
Double check.
Those quattro. Okay.
Yeah, 50 apiece.
All right. So I hand 30 to him. 30 of the GP, however you name it, because I forgot. Right. That should definitely be useful for my trip. Okay, I'd like to thank you then again, and I'll see you later, maybe.
Hey, do me a favor.
Sure.
Can you if you go near it, can you tell me if Waterdeep's made out of boats?
I will see that. I will see to that. Yeah. And then I'll be back.
Now I'm really curious. So.
Yeah, me too. You know what? Me too.
Safe travels.
See ya. Right.
See ya.
Okay, so I got back to the inn and tell the information that I found out. So basically, it's gonna be a long trip in a place
Has it really been 2 years?
No. We haven't done any trip yet. But anyway.
No, I know. I was there when it was destroyed.
Oh, were you? Oh my God. I'm sorry.
That's why I'm saying, has it? Doesn't feel like it's been 2 years. 1,500 miles. God, I just walked. I didn't know where to go, so I just kept walking.
Yeah.
And you kind of lose track of time. Although I did get substantially bigger, so I guess that makes sense.
You know what?
I got bigger, a lot bigger.
Well, you were a child, basically. Anyway, no.
Honestly, you probably didn't walk a huge chunk of it, but you probably got other means of getting around, finding random people. I mean, at some point, I think you said you learned a trade. No, you learned your trade there.
Yeah,
and you probably, to some extent, evacuated the place initially with other people as well. Maybe you jumped on a porpoise and rode for a while or whatever. I mean, most of it was walking, but some of it could have been different other things. And you took 2 years before you got here, so.
Anyway,
I'm playing with your
forward.
story a little bit, but it's most right around where you were coming in at your story. Anyways.
Okay, so we have to plan for a really long trip then.
Yeah, as you probably know.
Yeah, it's true. How long it is.
So yeah, that's pretty much where we have to go. I know now, more or less how to get there as well.
Sweet.
And as soon as we are already, well, that's our only lead. So very soon.
I mean, considering what seems to keep happening to us, maybe more random stuff will keep happening to us. So.
Probably.
So once we get our money, we plan.
Oh, sorry. We're shortly after, later in the evening, your money's gonna arrive. Nephro's gonna kind of come in with a large box. It's gonna have several bags.
Ooh.
He's actually going to want a signature from somebody.
I'm gonna sign for it.
Somebody he trusts.
Oh,
I'll sign.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, your bad reputation.
It doesn't matter who signs for it. It's not that he's asking for
I'm
Nephros. It's just he doesn't want Gawain's signature.
I'm gonna sign it.
You can both sign it. 2 signatures just makes it not more legit, but less that he forged it or whatever. Like it makes it easier to authenticate that the delivery was made if there's 2 signatures. So he's fine with taking 2 signatures.
Okay, I'm assuming that we also share with MIJA, and because she's gonna keep going. No, we are going.
She wasn't part of the initial contract. Which, like, we didn't share any of the money with. I can't remember. Not Agrippa's character's name. We technically took her money. No, I know.
MIJA is right here.
Yes, but MIJA wasn't there when we made the contract. Either.
Yeah, but she was so scared.
Yeah. How much is it? And I think it was 1,000.
Plus, he promised to be nice to her, so
5 ways.
You could split your money with her.
1,000
I'm gonna split my money
divided by 5 is 200. I'm gonna share with her.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Sorry, what? What did you say?
I'm sorry, it's more worth his reaction than.
Whoa.
I think.
What did you say?
I think him as a player saying that, not him as a character.
I know.
It was.
It's both of them.
It was from both of them. Both of minds. Me and myself. Anyway, yeah. Well, feel free to So we're gonna split in 4 then. So 250 for each.
The payment is for 2,000.
2,000. So
2,000 divided by 4.
It's
500. I'm gonna give her 200.
500 each. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 300 and give
Why?
Mija 200.
Hey. Gawain's not going to share his money.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. I mean, all of the other players are aware. I mean, you don't care about anyone else. You care about your money. You've thrown people under the bus for it.
We have to plan for the trip.
Well, if he says he's going to, even if he doesn't keep up with his word. Well, if Misha wants money later, I can.
It's not important right now. I'm just.
It's okay.
Well, I'm assuming she's coming with us, so.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a wizard. Maybe there's some things that will be helpful for our trip that she could buy. That wizardy stuff. I don't know. And
Yeah.
we could put money towards that, and that's because that helps the overall.
Yeah. Yep.
Type of thing. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, right. So,
I mean, it's mostly food. Although we can get kind of forage for food along the way.
Especially with a ranger.
Yeah. Let me try just a sec. Well, I mean, you guys just keep talking. I'm gonna do a small calculation to see how much that is in meters or kilometers.
All right, because metric. Well,
It's like what It's
1.6
kilometers per mile or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 1.6 kilometers per mile.
So you said 1,500, right?
Yep.
So that's around 2,500 kilometers. That's around, wow.
2,414 kilometers.
That's halfway between here and Rio de Janeiro. I mean, here is São Paulo. This is São Paulo. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, knowing the map of Toril, you guys are on the south end of CHOWDAH, and you're going all the way up north past Waterdeep.
And do we know any cities along the way? Any underwater cities along the way that you could rest?
You know of one, but past that, you don't know of anything specifically. You're sure there's some, or small little settlements, or even if there's stuff along the coast. The only one you know of is Zebel, which is south of, in the bay of Kalimshan. Port of Kalimshan.
Okay.
Or near that area. Because that's where Mare is from.
Oh.
I didn't even try and change the name of that one.
Right. Yeah, we need rations.
Gawain's not the only pirate.
What?
Gawain's not the only pirate.
Who else is a pirate?
Me. I'm stealing names and lore from other fantasy realms. It's a joke.
Isn't it called Faerun, not Toril?
Toril is a planet. Faerun is a continent.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what confused me.
You're muted or something. Your mic's out.
Your mic's out.
My mic's in Iowa.
That's true.
Oh well, I'll be.
So what is DARYA doing?
Daria?
She's following along. I don't know. She's
Contemplating
going
the
along.
distance.
Yeah. She's making sure that we all have enough rations and that sort of thing.
You guys can't carry enough rations.
Sure.
Well, we will have to hunt along the way.
But roll knowledge nature. Everybody can roll it.
Okay, I'm practicing it. I'll get really good at it by the time we get there.
Ooh. My nature roll before was really high.
Nailed it. You wrote
There
a
we-
report on it.
Probably in your contemplations, you're thinking about the duration, the distance that gets there. But Chowdah's kind of aware of it because to some extent you have to fight against it. It makes the return trip a lot more annoying. But the trip there along the coast, you can the currents go north along the coast almost the entire way up, which makes the trip a little bit smoother.
Yeah, that's where I thought it
And
was.
potentially you can try and find... You have no idea. I mean, well, Gawain has no idea.
What are you talking about?
You rolled a 7.
Oh.
You have no idea.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then shush. But you definitely think it'll make it a lot easier traveling with the current. Even if you don't find, like, means to travel there or whatever that go with you. Like jumping on a turtle's back or something. But it definitely makes it easier that it's with the current there. It's just it's back that will be against the current unless you follow the current all the way around, which would make it a ridiculously long trip. But
We can find a team of seahorses, and I'll get in Chowdah's cart and have the seahorses pull it. Sorry.
it I mean, you say that as a silly thing, but it's not a bad idea.
Well, but the seahorses are tiny. I was just thinking.
I know, but you can get giant seahorses. I mean, you've heard of them before. They're big enough that elves and Triton and other creatures ride them as mounts. In fact, you just heard about one 2 days ago, because that's how that human said he got down here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's get seahorses and
They might be a bit expensive, but we can try to buy them.
I have
Yeah, then we have to feed seahorses, though.
Don't get a male. I don't want to deal with kids.
Humans, did you know, Daria, that human males don't give birth?
I only say that because it's funny. It's a reverse situation.
I forgot about that. So I asked because male seahorses give birth. I was curious as to whether or not male humans give birth, and they do not.
I did not know that. I didn't
know either. Apparently, I'm weird for asking that question. But you know what? Whatever.
Strange humans.
Frank.
Humans are very weird.
Weird.
I can't control their anatomy.
Well, I have 442 gold. No,
you guys just got paid.
Yeah, I didn't add that. What was it again? 100?
500,
I think.
500. So I have
900.
942 gold.
And I have 785.
I have 700 and something.
I'm just going with kind of the player's handbook prices on mounts. If you want to go look into getting mounts, to leave out that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're really going to have draft horses because there's not going to be much of a need in the same way. So they're just going to have kind of seahorses for riding, which will be 75.
75.
75, yep, each, but
That's
right. Well, we could even buy
Oh shit!
one from
gonna try something, but no.
So we need 1 or 2 for CHOWDAH's car.
Well, if we're all gonna try to fit it, would we all fit in
Chowdah's got a tiny little car.
I'm gonna ride. If that's the price, I'm gonna ride my own seahorse. I'm sorry.
Chowdah's also got
gonna,
a very tiny little cart.
Damn it!
I mean, you have to think Chowdah's only 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So well, I mean,
Almost 5 feet long.
I know, but it's still a small.
Yeah. Actually, over 5 feet long.
Can Chowdah fit in his cart?
No.
No. Okay. Because he doesn't swim, so we could have like a seahorse pulling his cart. But he's like 4 feet wide or something. He's really wide, right?
You're really wide. Rude.
well, we can. How about?
What are you laughing about? I don't get it.
She's called me fat, and I called her fat, so that's bad by all. We can look into it. I mean,
it's references about my butt, and I get called ugly, and
hey, you got a Kim butt. There's literally no downside to that.
The downside is you have a Kim butt. The upside is maybe you're a billionaire. I mean,
through no fault of your own, or
right
through good marketing
or no talent.
Yeah, it's good marketing.
Anyway,
she's got a lot of talent in marketing. Anyway,
I buy a seahorse for myself, so I can ride it. Yay!
I want a seahorse.
There might be some magic items, perhaps that would be useful for our trip.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be able to buy magic items. Just saying.
I know. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, well,
you can't technically buy magic items.
I have 2 potions of healing.
I have 3 potions of healing. At least, I mean, how far is this next city that we know where it is? MIJA.
Ask all the hard questions.
I have one potion.
It's a few hundred.
Is it like halfway or
no?
Or
it's
third way?
Still barely on the bottom of the coast. It's a couple hundred miles, but not much more than that. 200-300 miles,
okay.
maybe.
Okay, that's fine.
200.
So I think we should go there first. So we don't carry loads and loads of rations because we won't be able to do that anyway, and not loads and loads of potions of healings or healing berries or such. And we plan the rest of the trip from there. I don't know.
We can carry at least 20 rations, right? That's what we had before.
Yeah. We are in the biggest underwater city, so it's not like going to a smaller city means we're more likely to find things we need.
Yeah, but at least we will find rations. But if you guys have money for some magic items or some more items that you guys should need to, go for it. In this city.
Yeah, I was we know about Lana Turkana, so we can go see maybe she has something that would be helpful.
There's also 4 of fee. But it's FE because they're fee read.
Right.
Because there's two kind of armories. Cuts and Guts, which is one of the ones kind of in the area near you, which is run by us Koto. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then there's 4 fee, which
hell
is
yes.
in the kind of in the more standing place in the caves systems, which is more high-end armors and arms and armor. Because fee reads are what your armor's made out of. That's what most of the weapons and stuff are made out of. So it's kind of
where do you go for weapons?
I just said one of those 2. Cuts and Guts is kind of
Cuts and Guts.
Run by
I'm I'm going to Cuts and Guts and selling my Well, I'm going to trade in my scimitar and buy 2 rapiers.
Okay.
How much do I get for my scimitar?
Roll persuasion.
I thought you might say that. That's fine.
Weird, it's being consistent.
He'll give you 2 scimitars. Not 2 scimitars, 2 rapiers, you said.
Uh-huh.
And take the scimitar for a total of 85.
Okay. Yay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Lana's Arcana.
Okay.
Wait, rapier's only 25 GP.
Yeah. You agree to it.
You probably leave with your rapiers, yeah, and then you get back to the end, you're like, wait a minute.
I'm not even looking at you. That's fine.
You just done been ripped off.
Damn it!
You done goof.
I totally thought you'd argue against that.
I was just looking at it 2 seconds before you said.
That's why I thought you'd argue it. I thought that one was obvious.
That's it.
You'll
Valid.
go, is anyone else going to either place?
I don't really need armor, so I didn't need to go to an
Okay.
armor weapon store.
I am not in the best headspace right now.
I was just gonna get
Nah,
more rations and maybe I don't need more healing potions because I have cure wounds as well. So I think 2 is good, right?
yeah.
Maybe
I'll
we'll
have
need
3,
a couple
so-
more just in case. Maybe
Okay.
I don't know.
So Chowdah's going to Alana's by himself.
Oh well, does Alana sell
I
the potions?
can't-
Maybe I'll get a couple more.
You've never bought them there before, but
I'll go with
she
Chowdah
does-
anyway.
She does sell magic items.
I'll go with Chowdah.
Okay. So you'll go in and at this point they'll be
I
like,
want to be able to attack. Can I attack with both rapiers?
Yeah.
Yay! Yes! Yes!
the second attack is uses your bonus action and doesn't, because you don't have feats for it, doesn't get your dexterity to the damage, but it does to the attack, just not the damage. The damage is a little bit less on the offhand, but so you guys go to Lana's Arcana, and there's like one other person kind of shopping around in there,
Okay.
and she'll kind of come over and greet you.
Hello.
Welcome to Lana's Arcana. How can I help you?
Been here before. We are going on a very long trip, and I didn't
In a
know.
rocket ship.
Zooming through
Going
the
on a
skies,
trip.
the Einsteins.
You can tell who has kids in this group.
Yeah.
We all start humming.
My daughter, that was her absolute favorite show.
That's a
Like,
good show.
It was a
It
kid.
was
It was
talking about.
it's a kids TV show.
That and Backyardigans.
yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Anyways.
Yes, we are
never
going,
seen it. I've heard of it.
we're going on a long trip. Damn it. And I didn't know if there was, maybe you had some magical items that might be helpful for us on our trip. Possibly.
Like teleportation devices that
Yeah, I have a
could get us
helmet
there quick.
teleportation. No, she doesn't have that, but I don't
Just
know
think about it and get back to
what
us
you guys
next
need.
Monday.
No, well, I have common magic items. I don't know what you guys will find useful.
Do you have healing potions?
I have some. They're called. I mean, you would have said
Grungberries, yeah.
Grungberries.
Are there
but yeah.
any common magic items that would boost my dexterity? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, grungberries.
Basically, she has Xanthar's common items.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And what about common from DMG?
Are there common in the DMG?
I thought there are.
I thought they
Yeah,
started
there are.
on common. Yeah, no, she'll have any common items.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I didn't think there were, but I could be wrong.
Oh,
Rarity
no,
common source. Yeah, both.
yeah, there are some common. Okay.
But she just has and those ones cost 50 apiece.
The potion or the grungberries or the
Both.
common items.
Yeah, common items cost 50. Because they're not very strong. They're very minor magics.
Okay. I will look around to see what.
Okay.
Mainly because I, as a player, have to find out if there's anything I can use.
Was ALANDRY going anywhere? Okay.
Favorite rocket ship zooming through.
So everybody bought a seahorse. Are you buying another, cart kind of thing?
Yeah, I'll probably upgrade my cart.
So that's how much are the grungberries? I wanted to buy 3.
They're exactly like the player's handbook, so they're 50 apiece. So 3 would be 150.
Okay.
And you can just put potion of healing. You don't have to change the
Right.
anything. It's just kind of the thematics is.
Right. I just want to change it and then subtract my gold because it's 75 for the mount.
Yep.
And so that takes me down to
None of these sound useful.
717.
Can I trade in my cart and buy a wagon? That'll put it at. Yeah. And how much can I get for my cart? I guess. Kind of upgrade it to a wagon. It's 15 for a cart, 35.
I know. Roll persuasion. The thing is, you have wheels on yours, and they don't typically have a need for wheels. So roll persuasion. They'll give you 10 in trade.
Okay.
But the wagon doesn't have wheels.
That's fine. It'll float. Well, it's mainly the.
Yeah, once the seahorses go, it kind of rides along there.
I mean, once I'm going, it'll do the same.
Hey, no, I'm
Yeah.
Dave. When did he come?
Okay. Okay. That'd be 100 gold for the seahorse and the wagon total.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get that.
You're probably going to need a second seahorse to pull the wagon with you in it, though. Or with you and anything in it, I guess. I mean, it'll probably be fine for now, but you're thinking ahead, I suppose. Putting stuff in it, carrying anybody other than one person at a time who's not basically the small size category sitting in medium.
Well, everybody's getting one, so in theory, somebody else could ride
That
a
is
ship
true, I
kind of
suppose.
thing. So, okay. Subtract the 100.
Okay, so yeah, you can do that trade-in.
Okay.
And I won't rush you guys. If you guys want to thumb over Xanthars over the course of the week, you can buy any of the common magic items and just pay for them.
Okay.
Was anyone looking into weapons or armor or no?
I have.
Well,
I have-
unfortunately, you first. You first. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say I have studded leather armor, so I think I'm pretty good. I don't think I can get any better armor, really.
Yeah,
And
I
still
don't. Yeah, I don't think I have.
Best site I've found for magic items. Like seriously, you can select common, and
Okay.
it has DMG and
Well-
Xanthars.
Um,
Awesome.
I'll give you guys the week, so we'll come back next week and not even really. We can talk about it kind of in our side thing, and you guys can pick up items over the course of the week if you want to, and you can message me or whatever. I can tell you prices. So we'll just pick up there
Okay.
next
How
week.
much?
Okay.
How much was it for 10 rations? Or 20, I'm sorry. I need 20.
Or 5 silver apiece, or 5 tidbits apiece. Or 5 bits.
Okay.
Tidbits are copper. So, well, that's 10 gold,
100.
10 pearls for 20.
Okay. 10 pearls. All right, thank you.
Okay. And we can do outros and stuff. As far as I know, my stupid robot thing isn't working. I don't know why. I updated it and it still doesn't want to work. So I don't have your like your Twitters or Twitch or any of that. So when you go through it, you have to type it in yourself until that starts working. I'll try looking. Maybe there's an update. But I updated it last week and it still doesn't work. So I don't know. But we'll start with Potato and work backwards.
Okay, I'm Potato Hollow. You can find me on Twitch at Twitter at Potato Hollow, and you can find me on Twitch at my username Potato Hollow. I am having a great time this time.
Kidding.
Except for when I got ripped off. Like, seriously. I did not see.
Okay.
What? Anyway.
Calvin.
Other than that, I had a great time.
I am Calvi Calv. I'm Calvi Calv here on Twitch. I am Calvi Calv's Gaming on Twitter. I have Calvi Calv's Gaming on YouTube, where I post videos of my gameplay videos. I think this week, or Ranger just posted yesterday, the Human Ranger. I might do Paladin this coming Sunday, but I did do Paladin recently, so I might actually just skip Paladin until the end, until I've finished Human, and then do Human Paladin at the end to give me a couple weeks so that I'm not doing the same class within like 2 weeks of each other. Yeah, Calvi Calv's Gaming on Twitter. I don't really post. It's just most of my videos automatically post there. I have Calvi Calv's Gaming on Facebook. So you can jump on there and chat with me. And that's kind of the gist of what I do, besides gaming with Arc Devil Row 2.
Gainly AI, who's sick this week. So thanks for joining us. I hope you feel better over the course of this week.
Yeah.
You recover from your cold.
Cheers. Yeah. Well, I did talk more than I wanted to, but anyway. but I felt fine as it went, so it was alright. Yeah. I'm Gainly AI. I am not a streamer, but you can find me in some other RPG channels, and well, here I play as Elf, and every other Sunday, including this Sunday, I'm gonna play in a adventure called in a campaign in a small campaign called Wrath of Waterdeep. It's gonna be on Jeanette's channel, and I don't remember her at Twitch, but you can follow me on Twitter at GainlyI_. And yeah, that's it. Just follow that. Be able to see where I will be next. Right?
Damn it.
Right.
Damn it, Lindsay.
Is that your cat?
I can hear. No, I can hear somebody's cat meowing in the background. And the Sunday game. Somebody's. Is it yours? Somebody's cat is. Lindsay's cat is always meowing in Sunday's game. So it's a joke that. Damn it, Lindsay, your cat's. Anyways, and Geeky Tea Party.
And I am Kim, a Geeky Tea Party. You can find all my information at geekyteaparty.com. I don't have any one-shots coming up until I think the 26th, but you can find me Friday over at the RPG Lab, where I play a Yanti Bard Rogue. So it's very interesting right now because I'm being controlled by a puppet master. Anyway, yeah. And so, yeah, that's where you can find me. And yeah, maybe eventually I'll start streaming again.
Hopefully, that's the only time we talk.
I know.
Is when you're
Well,
streaming.
Now that I am I started taking the iron, and I'm feeling so much better. Because I couldn't, I didn't. Now that I know what's wrong with me, and I'm feeling a lot better.
Well, I hope
So.
you feel better too.
Thank you.
I'm ArcDevil Road 2. I'm here. This is my channel. If you need to know where my Twitch is, you're already there, or you're watching this on YouTube, I guess. My Twitter's at ArcDevil Road 2, and if you want to hit my Discord, there's a symbol down below in purple and black for Char, and you can click on that and join my Discord. My schedule is kind of up in the air because we're kind of moving stuff around. Our Sunday game is probably going to person, so I'm not streaming that anymore. And then
Sunday game is definitely happening though.
Yeah, in Friday we do a bunch of one shots. Friday nights. It's a series of one shots. So you take the same character, and every week you level up. And I tend to give out magic items, but the whole thing is really kind of silly and goofy. It's kind of an excuse to drink and have ridiculous D&D, and it's been fun, I think. But that's on Fridays.
You need an excuse to drink.
No, I'm just saying it's a good excuse to drink and play ridiculous D&D. Those two are part of the package.
Anyway, the Friday morning game. That's gonna be interesting. So we've got 4 people and a 5th one joining next week. We've got 4.
So we will raid.
Chris is a madman, and he got
a friend of Geeky's. Because she's on, so we'll raid Miss Danny 87.
Yeah.
If it works, if we'll see any of this works.
He got
channel intended for mature audiences.
2 more people, and then one person actually messaged me today and said they will be joining next week.
That's cool. I need to finish leveling that character. That's what I was talking about when kind of Gailey popped in. Is I need to finish that character up. And another character, but bye.
Bye.